One.
Hello everybody. Today is Friday, May 8th, about 12:30 Pacific Coast time. We're taking our first big step with the leaf cutter studies we want to do in Arizona this year. It's going to be a little smaller than last year. What we have done is we've purchased 1 gallon. That's the typical measurement that leaf cutter sellers provided. We bought 1 gallon, which is approximately 10,000 cocoons of leaf cutters. They, from what we can tell, very high quality. They're in this bag right here, and we'll get a closer shot of what's in the bag a little later. But today, what's going to happen is we got 1 gallon. That's 4 quarts. So we're going to put 2 quarts, which is half of our supply, into this container, and Jim will take that up to Payson, and we have we're going to have actually 2 bee nesting laminates that we're going to set these cocoons on, and then we're going to observe what happens, much like we did with blue orchard bees. Our hope and our guess is because leaf cutters are more indigenous to warmer weather, they're going to do better. So the end result will be we'll have these houses, if everything works right, the temperature happens correctly, we have enough foraging material. What will happen is these new and very interesting nesting material houses will fill up. That's the goal. So today we're taking 2 quarts, putting it in here. Jim will take this up to his mountain retreat, set up the 2 locations, and we'll see what happens. Thank you. Jim, do you have any comments?
No, I think we got to do this fairly quickly because we need to get the ones that we aren't using back under refrigeration. We're going to put 1 quart here at this location, and you'll see that in a few minutes when we literally take them outside and put them out with our habitat. But we'll also take 1 quart up to the mountain, to the master garden in Payson, but that one will also have to be in the refrigeration until we get there. So in the meantime, Gene's dividing them up. I will quickly show you the new habitats we got. Gene ordered these from the same supplier who we got the cocoons from, an outfit that is out of Canada and also in Idaho. But you can see they look a little different than the ones you've normally seen us use. This is really 2 of them back to back. And the supplier told us if we wanted, we could just cut these in half, but keep them back to back because the inside is hollow. So you're going to see us cut these in a few minutes.
They're made out of a very unique material, but not wood laminates or reeds. So part of our experiment or study is just to find out what the difference is.
Okay, I think we're close there, right?
Yep.
And it doesn't have to be exact, and we also learned that it's not so easy to differentiate male and female cocoons, so we're just going to take them at random and hope that'll work.
And this interesting little factoid, when asked by the seller of this, how can we differentiate a male from female, as Jim mentioned, unlike blue orchard bees, which have different size cocoons for male and female, these are all the same. But when they emerge, I think I've got this right, the male has 2 little white dots on it, and the female has 1 white dot. And that's the only way you can tell the difference between the species, or the gender, I should say. Interesting little factor. Okay. This is the Payson supply.
Wait a minute, that's a half, right? So
that's half. Well, okay.
we're going to divide this in half again.
No, that's 2 quarts.
Okay, but I thought we were going to put 1 quart here, 1 quart in Payson, 1 quart at your place.
I thought we were going to do 2 quarts up there.
Okay, well we'll figure this out. Just a second.
Okay. I just told Jim I feel like I'm making a souffle, but don't know the exact amounts for the ingredients. So Jim and I are going back and forth in making, I think, some good, intelligent decisions on how to use our resource. Jim, go ahead.
Yeah. So here's what we decided we're going to do. We have 1 gallon. What we decided to do is divide it up into 4 identical sizes, 4 quarts. We're gonna put it in 4 different places. We already know 3 of the places. One is the Master Garden in Payson, which we used last year. Number 2 is our lot right here in Gilbert, which we did use last year. We're gonna use Gene's lot a few houses down in Gilbert also, which we use. And then we're gonna try and decide what to do with the 4th quart. But for now, that's what we're gonna do. So this is what we're gonna use for today. We're gonna put these out in the garden, you'll see that. These we're gonna put in the refrigerator to save, 1, so that I can bring this up to Payson, and 2, so that Gene can bring this back to his place.
Want to just leave this like this? And this, I think it's fine to be just in that container, if you want.
I just want to refrigerate it because
Yeah.
I'm not sure, I may not get to Joanne's place till Saturday.
That's fine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but let's put it away. So next what we're gonna do is we're gonna put these away. We're gonna cut the habitat, slice it in half. So I'll leave 1 half here and I'll bring 1 half to Payson. Gene has an equivalent one. And then we're gonna put them out and you'll see us put these out in a few minutes.
Very good.
Yeah.